I didn't think anything of it. I thought that's how I should have felt. Sluggish, tired, overweight, no energy to do anything. The biggest myth online when it comes to health is that once you lose the weight, you're done.
Later. Bye, guys.
I've been able to maintain my weight for the past 2-3 years within 5 pounds while building muscle, losing a little bit more fat, and loving the way that I eat in an unrestricted way.
Welcome back to the BILF Pod, where authenticity trumps authority. Now, today's guest embodies transformation. His story is incredible. Lost 50 pounds, found the hack. I mean, this guy really is going to save your life today. So please welcome, I'm super excited. I don't know if you are Hunter, but please welcome to the show, Mr. Hunter Stoller. Woo!
Thank you for having me.
So exciting. How are you feeling? Lou's feeling good?
I'm feeling good. It's been a long day of technology, so I'm happy to actually talk to a human.
Oh, good. Well, I'm human, so
yes.
So I'm glad that we're talking about this. Yeah. So we're just going to dig right in, and then anything you want to talk about, share. We're just going to have this whole conversation. But we were talking a little bit before about transformation, and I would say like right now more than ever, which is about time, people are really conscious about their weight between GLP and just like social media. So I want to know where this started for you. Said you were 50 pounds overweight.
50 pounds heavier than I am now.
So you were you fat shamed? Like, did someone fat shame you and just say?
So it's honestly funny you say that, because looking back at pictures, I'm like, how was this me? I had no routine. I ate Fruity Pebbles, like 4 servings with the sugariest milks and all the disgusting stuff every single day. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought that's how I should have felt. Sluggish, tired, overweight, no energy to do anything. I remember Thanksgiving of 2019, right before COVID, my mom and sister nicely said something to me about my plate. It was full of all carbs. It was sweet potatoes, which I thought were just, healthy. Eat as many as you want just because it's like a healthy food.
Yeah.
And just all the junk, like gravy, all the stuff. And there was no protein on the plate, maybe one slice of like thick turkey. And they were like, Hunter, like, your plate, it was like a tower. And that was like a moment that really woke me up. And I really did a 180 the next day after Thanksgiving. And I took it upon myself to do my own research, listen to podcasts, which weren't even that big at the time in 2019. I feel like they really took off in the past few years. And as a result, I followed Weight Watchers, which obviously I think most people know it. It's a very point-focused diet. And I don't think diet should be a dirty word. A diet is just a pattern of eating.
Healthy eating.
It's what you're doing. You could have a poor diet, a healthy diet, a restrictive diet. It's all about what you make of it. And then, do you know F Factor?
F Factor, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the foods, the prepared meals that come.
That's Factor.
Oh,
so
no,
F Factor is a fiber-focused diet. Factor, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That it comes like prepared. Okay.
Which I think is great. We could get into that. But focusing a lot on fiber and protein, and each helped me lose 25 pounds. And I've been able to maintain my weight for the past 2-3 years within 5 pounds while building muscle, losing a little bit more fat, and loving the way that I eat in an unrestricted way.
Right. So that means, okay, so let's just talk about diet real quick, because I think we all struggle. I did growing up in a household where holidays are everything in our house. Like this is where everything goes down. Food is a big thing in our culture, huge.
Yeah.
But when you say like diet, does that mean like you totally restrict yourself? Like you're not going to have like a piece of cheesecake?
No. So it's funny because I've always been someone who doesn't like cheesecake. Like I'm not a cheese person, believe it or not.
Oh, I love cheese.
I know. Maybe like mozzarella, but that's it. And burrata. But what I will say is diet is a very tricky word. And like I was saying, you could have a healthy diet, a poor diet, a super unhealthy diet, or a super restrictive diet.
Right.
And a diet is seriously just a pattern of eating. It's what you're doing every single day. And we have media diets, we have social media diets. It's what we're doing. And people have really developed such an all or nothing mentality when it comes to diet, and they are demonizing the way that other people are eating if they're trying to better themselves. And that's something that I experienced firsthand. I never was fat shamed or anything. It really came from within. And my diet would just be described as a bio-individual diet, which means there's no one size fits all when it comes to nutrition. Something that might work for you to help you lose 10 pounds is very different than what might help the next person lose 5 pounds. Everyone's different. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to food, nutrition, everything in life. And that's something that's really important that I've taken upon myself as I've coached clients as health coaches. And the word diet, I mean, it's rooted in so much like restrictiveness in my opinion, but it's really something that needs to be bio-individualized and something that needs to be done at an individual level.
So would you arguably say, and just because you know more than I know, would you say that genetics plays a factor in that too?
So I think that the way you grow up, especially as a kid with parents, if your parents are unhealthy, you're more likely to be unhealthy. If your parents are overweight, you're more likely to be overweight, because when your parents are overweight, they're feeding you what they are eating as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're getting McDonald's or Chick-fil-A for dinner every single night, you're the one eating it too, and you don't really have control as a kid, maybe once in a while, but you are the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And obviously you have to surround yourself with your family at a young age, but that's the same thing with friends, with anyone who you decide to live with when you're older or anything. Like, you really need to think about that. And so many people say you're the sum of the 5 closest people in your life. Like, that's you.
Yeah.
And that's something that has really stuck with me from a very young age. But when it comes to family, I mean, I love my family so much. And me getting healthier has actually help them, whether it comes to weight loss, which they all have lost weight since I lost weight too, which is amazing because we've developed healthier and cleaner swaps for everything and we feel better. And when you feel better and look better, you want to keep that going, you know? And it's just like such a great concept. I mean, I love that. I think there's a simple swap for everything. And I mean, I really do think like your environment plays a role, but you could always be the turning point and the person who changes your family's health around.
I love that. So let's talk about, you talk simple swap.
Yeah.
So my family, I mean, I grew up with a mom who like NutraSweet was a bit like no
I remember
sugar.
that.
Oh,
yeah.
It's disgusting. I was the kid with the low fat, no fat Twinkies. My mom was like, she was so weird with food and carbs. So like I didn't grow up with the carb thing.
Yeah.
So like with my kids, I kind of let it go. My son got a little heavier, but I definitely said I had no shame saying stuff. But when you say like, so like I'll give you an example, like the healthy swap, instead of doing pasta, we'll do like the zucchini pasta.
Okay.
Which I love. I feel like you really can't tell the difference.
So that's something that actually helps me a lot, going on a lower carb diet. And something that also helped me is in carbs, when you look at a nutrition label, it says 7 total carbs. But part of those carbs are fiber, and fiber is the indigestible part of a carbohydrate, which is amazing for our body overall. Yeah. Great for our gut health, great for helping us feel full. Your body tries to break it down and digest fiber, but it physically can't. And we have soluble and insoluble fiber. I wouldn't worry so much about the difference between the two. But when it comes to carbs aren't the enemy, but there are carbs that are, refined and ultra processed. And then there are carbs that are much less processed, like fruit, that we should be eating, And
or like that sweet potato.
Exactly. And I do think when it comes to pasta versus zoodle, zucchini, linguine, those types of examples and swaps, like hearts of palm rice versus traditional rice, like I think a balance of both is the best way to go.
Oh, hearts of palm rice. I use the cauliflower. I like
cauliflower rice too. Oh, I love cauliflower rice. I didn't even think of that. I don't know why my brain went to hearts of palm.
But I like that. I didn't know that. I love hearts of palm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
know. They have
that
it at Trader Joe's, which we were just talking about before.
Yeah. Are you going to talk about Trader Joe's?
I can talk about I actually do have a very big hot take about Trader Joe's.
Go ahead, let me hear.
And it's that Trader Joe's is not a health food store. Trader Joe's is a junk food store. And so many people think that just because it's at Trader Joe's, that means it's healthy, when that is the absolute wrong thing to think. They have amazing products. They have amazing snacks. Like they have a great organic extra virgin olive oil popcorn. They have great grass-fed steaks that all you have to do is heat up in the microwave or air fryer. They have ground turkey, all the fruits, organic, non-organic, all the stuff. But people are obsessed with their snacks because they're not expensive and they are colorful and they just pop, and people just are obsessed with them. And there is this idea that anything at Trader Joe's is healthy. And that was a hot take I posted on my TikTok about around 2 years ago when I first moved to the city, and people went at me for it, but I have to stand by it because it's true.
Well, it's funny that you say that because we were talking about Target, and you happen to you're like a big Target goer.
I am.
Love Target.
So something about Target, which makes me
Target.
Target, that's what my mom says.
Yeah, Target.
Something about that makes me so happy is Target is accessible to everyone. And I don't know how many states in the country it's in, but most states, I have friends who live in Iowa, and I have friends who live everywhere around the country, and most people have access to a Target and they ship. And something about Target is every single time I go, they get more and more healthy, better for you brands and products.
They do. They have a whole section now. Because I remember there was remember like by the hair products and stuff, there would be like a little shelf.
Yeah.
Now they have like a whole entire, like there's a whole
It's
thing
amazing.
there.
They have the best almond milks. They have grass-fed yogurts. They have supplements that I love, probiotics, chips, everything. And every single time I go, there is a better product. And I am just shook. And that's something that I started creating content about probably a month ago, and people are obsessed with the series because I say it's Target the new Whole Foods. Whole Foods, I don't think is going downhill. They're just, they're not stepping up. Like they're not competing as well as Target is.
And that's, I mean, with everything going on in the GLPs and, you know, the Quest, how now they make, because I've been eating Quest forever.
Protein bars?
Yes, but then like they came out the chips. They have the cookies. Now they have the drinks. They have what else do they have? They have gummies. They used to have cookies, gummies. They used to have everything. So that, I mean, that's all part of like the eating healthy culture that now, I mean, what do you feel about you think those protein chips, because they're really good, the Quest?
So my honest opinion is that I think that's the other thing. Similar to how diet is interpreted in so many different ways, health is interpreted in so many different ways. And that's the other thing about bio-individuality. You need to go with how you feel good. I personally feel so much better avoiding things with artificial sweeteners and seed oils and just anything that says artificial on it, or, it pops high protein, low carb when the ingredients are literally a laundry list that you can't even read. And that goes for products other than just nutrition too. I'm talking like cleaning products for your home, laundry detergent, things like that. But I mean, when it comes to Quest, it's always about, do the pros outweigh the cons? And for me, I would much rather avoid Quest, but that's just me. Like I would much rather have a protein bar that I know is made of cleaner ingredients. And by cleaner, I mean ingredients that you could see, understand, and pronounce,
What's your favorite one? Favorite protein bar?
See, that's a really hard question because there's so many. So I'll give you one plant-based and one whey-based. So when it comes to plant-based, a brand that I love is BTR Nation. I've become so close with the founder. It's bold, tenacious, resilient. That's what it stands for. She lost both her parents to cancer, and she is just the sweetest. And the reason why I love it, it has amazing ingredients, sweetened with monk fruit, high in fiber and high in protein. She's done an amazing job. Plant-based bar. And then when it comes to a whey-based bar, it's really hard for me to choose. But right now I will say the Jacob bar. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No.
He actually went to my high school, and it's become one of the nation's most popular bars on a huge sale, Prime Day, all the stuff. And they are 20 grams of grass-fed whey protein, and they have 9 grams of fiber, and they're sweetened with honey. And I love that because it doesn't need to be sweetened with cane sugar or, the artificial sucralose or acesulfame potassium that's found in these energy drinks and all this stuff. It's made of real ingredients, like 6 or 7 real ingredients, and I feel great after eating it.
Makes sense. I love that. Okay, so now you coach clients, right? You have clients that you coach. So when somebody comes to you, I'm sure they're coming because they're overweight, or maybe they want to change their diet.
99% of the time it's weight loss. They're overweight,
yeah. So where do you begin with, like, where does that start?
So honestly, when I first started coaching, when I first became a certified health coach in 2021 or early 2022, I didn't think a lot of people would gravitate towards me as a man in the health coaching space, because even for me, like when I think back 5 or 6 years ago when I first started my health journey, something about me would just like want a woman coach. I don't know why.
Really? I think I'd want a man coach.
Maybe it's like the reverse gender.
Maybe.
I don't know why that's the case, but most of my clients, I'd say 70% of my clients are women. When I do group coaching, it's all women. No men sign up for group coaching. I don't know why.
I guess I can feel like when you think of Weight Watchers, did you ever go to Weight Watchers meeting? There's all women in there. I used to go with my mom to Weight Watchers. There was all women in there.
But one-on-one, it's like 50% men, 50% women. Which is so interesting. I guess that does make sense.
Maybe because they're shy.
They think that only women are going to sign up.
Yeah, maybe they're a little embarrassed.
Yeah. So going back to that, I know I keep saying it, and I'll beat it down, but like the bio-individuality, like people see that I went through it. People see that I was overweight. I did not take a GLP. I didn't even know what that was at the time. Like 4 years ago, it was like, it wasn't a topic.
Yeah.
Ozempic and all this stuff. And they see that I lost my weight. I documented it all on social media, and they obviously like that personable aspect of it. And they really trusted me. And I'm not someone who's going to make a meal plan for you. I'll show you how to build balanced meals that'll keep you full for 3 or 4 hours until the next meal, and what snacks to bring to the office and all that stuff. Because I did start right after I graduated from college, I worked in marketing, and I was doing that and my entire social life, going to the gym, having free time, and social media and coaching all at once. And I was like blowing up inside. I like couldn't do it anymore until I finally had the courage to do this and pursue it full time. And it's been the best decision ever.
So do you also cook? Are you like a big, I should say, did you know how to cook before, prior?
Oh no, I vividly remember my friend a year younger than me came to my apartment and showed me how to saute a vegetable. I had no idea how to do it.
I didn't know how to cook either.
I'm not the best chef. I'm not someone who's going to use 100 ingredients. I am very simple. Something I love is making one pan air fryer meals. So I'll maybe slice up, like this is what I did 2 nights ago. I sliced up chicken sausage, like 2 or 3 links. So it was like 35, 40 grams of protein. And I had delicata squash that was pre-cut up, because it makes life simpler for me.
I do the pre-cut thing too. Don't feel bad. I do it. It's just easier.
Yeah, and then I got pre-sliced zucchini that's like long.
I do it too.
I put it all on the parchment paper, added seasonings, sprayed it with avocado oil spray, and I put it in for like 15 minutes, and that was my dinner.
What's your go-to seasoning?
I like salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder.
That's what I use. Salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah,
I do. Olive oil. I like olive oil and stuff.
Those are great.
Yeah, salt, pepper, garlic.
That's fun.
Love
Yeah,
garlic.
I'm health made simple. So going back to Health with Hunter, my Instagram and TikTok and everything, HMS are my initials, Hunter Max Stoller. So I was thinking, and my family friend helped me come up with Health Made Simple, because that's what it is. Like, I'm not making extravagant recipes. Like, I'm very simple in the kitchen. I will show you how to dine out and be healthy. You don't need to be restrictive with that. And I try to choose healthier restaurants when I can. But when I'm going out with friends or family and I don't have full control, I just do the best I can and move on.
Yeah, I think that's important to highlight too. You know, sometimes it is uncomfortable, especially if you're somebody that is always, which is me, I'm always watching my weight. Mm-hmm. But I feel like restaurants are kind of conforming, and there's healthier choices. Even like I'm not a Chipotle person. Nothing against, I'm just not into it. But you can have a healthier Chipotle bowl.
You 100% can. And something else that I saw is Chipotle actually is one of those restaurants that has a nutrition calculator online. And that's when I was first losing weight. I was in a college town. I was like, that's one of the main options that I could get. And I would get my Chipotle bowls. And then I saw a guy who I followed on social media in like the health and wellness space be like, Chipotle underestimates and undercalculates how much they're giving you in a serving. They might give you less steak or chicken than you think you're getting, but they do double the amount of rice or double the amount of guacamole or cheese, and you think it's only 100 calories of cheese, but it's like 400.
Yeah.
And there's the videos of people like deconstructing their Chipotle bowls and showing like that they're under giving you protein, and they're over giving you all the fattening stuff, you know? And that's like, it's so crazy. I mean, I'm not saying don't get Chipotle, but Chipotle, a personal thing with me is I used to eat it all the time. I literally would be the first person there at 11 when they opened.
My kids love it.
Yeah, it was like a drug. Not only do they like cook with awful ingredients, but Chipotle is actually one of those things where I have very sensitive skin. I was on Accutane twice, and my acne came back both times, and it wasn't until I cleaned up my diet where it got a lot better. But whenever I'd eat Chipotle, I know this, and I haven't had it in the past year, but right before that, in early 2024, I would get like cystic pimples in my temple area, like in between my eyebrows and hair. And it was always a day or two after Chipotle. Like, it's the rice bran oil they're cooking with.
The oil, that's probably what it is. It's the oil.
Like, when are you ever using rice bran oil? It's just like, it's crazy to me.
Yeah, but you can have a salad. Like, I'll do the salad. Yes. If like this is the only that they're like demanding to eat, I'll have a salad with it and put some chicken. I mean, you can make healthier choices.
You could 100%. But so many people think like, oh, because it's Sweetgreen or because it's Chipotle, it's healthy. Like, not the case.
Yeah, I agreed. So online, there's like plenty of myths, nomads. What would you say is like one of the biggest myths right now online as far as health goes?
Ooh, I know. The biggest myth online when it comes to health is that once you lose the weight, you're done. Like, you have to stop on your health journey, and you know, you're set. You're never going to gain an ounce back, when in reality, and I'm sure you know this too, losing weight is almost the easy part. Maintaining it is the hard part.
The hard part, yes. Because your body, for whatever reason, it plateaus.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're not trying to maintain that, it's coming back.
Yeah. And that's why I say, also, so many people are so fixated on like steps and exercise, which I exercise, do steps every day, every single day.
Right.
But when it comes to your overall weight, it comes down to your nutrition. Your nutrition is everything.
I don't think people realize what did they say? It's 80% of what you put in your mouth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You can go to the gym a million times a day, but if you're putting shit in your body, you're not going to get any results.
And it's not even about, like, going back to one of the first questions you asked about the balance and stuff and diet. it's about the portions, you know?
Portion control is huge.
One serving of ice cream or cereal is different from 3 or 4.
For sure.
And that's a difference of 200 to 800 calories. And it does not take that much to put on weight. Like,
that's it.
It's
I know.
easy.
For me, I just look at the food and I gain weight. So yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's all about, I told you I competed. So they had us eating like 6, sometimes 8 times. It was insane, but it was small portions.
Like mini meals?
Yeah, the small, it was like super, you know, it's all like weighed out and
What's an
calculated.
example of a meal?
A meal would be like brown rice. It would be like a little bit of brown rice and like 4 ounces of chicken.
Yeah.
Another, like a snack would probably be like protein, like some kind of protein pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything was like, you had to put a little bit of, there was oil. What was it? Like a little bit of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Was it olive oil?
It was just so calculated. Like they knew what they were doing.
It was, everything was in macros.
Were you one of those people, like right after you competed, you had a donut or something ready
No,
for you?
I'm not. That's like not my go-to. I'd probably eat like some gummy shit. I'm not into like donuts.
We're opposite. I'm like ice cream all the way.
Really?
Ice cream is
That's
my favorite food in the world, which is why, like, when I say there's a healthy swap for everything, you know, the Ninja Creamy craze.
Yes.
Like, I love my Ninja Creamy so much, and we're recording this right now during Prime Day, and I need to buy a new one because mine broke, and the customer service is killing me. It broke, and
they're not helping you.
I would post it on my story 3 times a week. I'd be like, this is the best thing. I'd always tag Ninja, all this stuff.
And now Ninja's not helping you.
They're being the worst. They're not even sending me like a replacement in exchange. So I'm going to have to buy it on Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, well, don't buy Ninja.
No,
buy something else. Supplement.
No, yeah.
Swap.
Yeah.
Swap.
Wait, there was something else I was going to say though about competing. Oh, and then going back to nutrition versus exercise. Exercise, I mean, it's amazing for your mental health, your physical health, especially for someone who's on social media pretty much all day, and on technology a lot of the day. Having an hour, I used to go to Lifetime, and I still do go to Lifetime sometimes.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the workout studio here, and I go pretty much every single day, sometimes doing double classes. And it's so nice to just put my phone down and not be on it. And going back to exercise and nutrition, I think having a good exercise routine motivates you to eat healthier, you know?
Yeah, because you want results.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and like you're trying to get stronger, more toned, put on more muscle, whatever it is, like it motivates you after the workout, especially if it's a morning workout, to eat and be healthier throughout the day.
Yeah, and I like what you said before, like how you were eating like cereal, and by like noon, what happens? You're sluggish.
Oh.
And what people don't realize, because I run a business, and I always say like you're schlubbing it. By 12 o'clock, you're putting those donuts in your mouth and you're eating the pancakes. By 12 o'clock, you are schlub. You're not doing anything. You're tired. You're not intentional anymore. You're just not doing anything.
Your blood sugar crashes.
Everything. It's all about, you said it from the beginning, mind, body, and like it's mind, body, it's all of that. You have to feel good, look good, you'll do good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also think you could choose your hard. You could choose your hard and be overweight and eat whatever you want, but you feel like crap every single minute. Or you could actually take the harder route and you could focus on getting stronger, losing excess body fat, and you feel so good putting your head on the pillow every single night, even though they're both hard.
Yes. And you perform better. Studies have even shown people that work out, people that eat healthy, they ultimately perform better successfully.
Yes. And your brain just wires different.
Yeah.
It works differently.
You get for me, I work out in the morning. So like I need that. I mean, I need it just from like my own peace of mind. Instead of drinking coffee, I go in the gym. But I feel like when I do that in the morning, I perform so much better than when I don't. So I have to go to the gym.
I was just going to ask you, what do you do? Do you drink caffeine?
I mean, I don't like the taste of coffee. I will drink coffee, but I don't love it. And it has to have a lot of creamer in there. That's probably not super healthy. But
that breaks my heart.
I know it does, but I
not
just
even
don't
the creamer part that you don't like coffee.
I just don't like coffee. I really don't love coffee at all.
Interesting.
So you
have it once in a while.
I will drink coffee if I'm tired, but not because I like this. I'm not doing it because I like the taste of it.
Okay, so let's talk creamers.
I mean, you're not gonna like what I say because I just don't like it. So I'll put in like the vanilla, like the French vanilla, but because I like a little bit of coffee and a lot of creamer. I just don't like coffee. That's really so that wouldn't be my go-to. I'd probably drink. I'm actually using this. Do you know Ghost?
Yes, I've heard of Ghost.
So I am using right now for like some energy. I'll use the Ghost. It was like the gamer, something like some gamer thing, blue raspberry. Like I put in there. So I use that now when I'm working out.
Okay.
Yeah, but
it's like a pre-workout.
Yeah, but
energy drink.
I'm just not in the coffee thing. I don't love coffee. I got one today from Starbucks. I think I had 3 sips and I was over it. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
I like tea.
You like iced or hot?
Either or.
I'm an iced drink
Are
only.
you?
Yeah.
I like, see, if it's cold out, I have to have hot. Like I'll have a hot chai tea latte.
I'm iced coffee,
All
cold
the
brew,
time?
every single day of
And
the
you're a
year.
big coffeeer.
Big
Coffeeer.
coffee.
I'm like coffeeer.
No, I'm a coffee connoisseur.
Are you? See, I'm not.
I love it.
And it looks so good and tempting. I just don't like coffee. I don't like the taste.
It's fine. It's
Not
each
into
their
it.
own.
No,
I mean,
I'm not. I can't do it. I can't. But when it comes to protein, so how do you feel? So this is, I do this. I'm guilty of it. Costco sells the protein, like the little protein things. I don't have time in the morning sometimes. So they have like the little protein shakes.
So
1
I
gram
hear that.
sugar.
I hear that a lot. I know exactly what you mean, like a pre-made protein shake.
Yeah.
So there's a brand at Target and Sprouts. Do you have a Sprouts? I don't have a Sprouts. There's none in New York, but there is one on Long Island next year. It's called Pioneer Pastures. And the difference with them is, yours dairy or plant-based?
I want to say dairy.
Okay, so do you know is it like Kirkland brand?
Yes.
Okay, so probably dairy. And this one's dairy too, but the difference is this one and you could also get it on Amazon, so it's really available to anyone in the US. They use A2 dairy. And the difference is A2 is A2 compared to, I know this might sound crazy to you and most people watching, but A1 dairy is more ultra processed and refined. It basically is heated more. The milk is heated more and it actually destroys more of the nutrients, whereas A2 is in its real ultimate form. It's less processed, less refined. It's much easier for you to digest. And that is at Target, Target, Sprouts, and Amazon. And that's the one that I've been drinking. It's vanilla and chocolate, very high protein. I think it's like 140 calories, 30 grams of protein. And it's one of the simplest ingredients list you'll find in a pre-made protein shake.
I'll try. I have to try it. What now? Another question for you. So people, like for me, I'm like into this organic. So if I go to Publix, because I use Publix, I typically will buy organic stuff because I just think in my head it's probably like better. So what do you say to people about the organic versus not organic?
What I will say is I try to buy organic when I can, but it's not the ultimatum. It's not something that I would stress out about. I would much rather buy a traditional apple than an ultra processed snack like Doritos if the Doritos were organic.
Gotcha.
Like, don't stress so much about it. Pesticides are more likely in non-organic conventional foods. However, that's not like at the top of the food chain when it comes to what to worry about when choosing what to get at the grocery store.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. That's important.
Also, you could always wash your fruits and vegetables at home. There's so many cleaners that you could get. Some people put like baking soda and stuff.
Do you do this?
I don't.
I don't do any of that.
I'm a culprit. I'm guilty of not washing my fruit.
I mean, I'll just like rinse it, like sprinkle it
but
under.
I don't use like a cleaner.
No, me either.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
No. And then sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I buy the pre-cut stuff.
Oh, so do I.
Strawberries or like cut up pineapple.
I do too.
I mean, I don't have time. I know it sounds terrible, but yeah. And I don't know.
No,
have
I
time.
completely agree with
I know
you.
it sounds terrible.
No,
and I'm not washing my fruit as much as I probably should.
It's okay because I like pre-cut fruit too, especially watermelon. I don't want to cut a watermelon.
No, I don't either. I don't want to do it. Don't want to. I agree with you.
Okay,
We're on
good.
the same page.
Because then you have to pick out a watermelon that looks good.
And then you don't know.
How do you slice it? It's too much.
It's too much. And then like there's like tricks. You like knock on the watermelon, and then the cantaloupe. You like if it's squished. I don't have time for this. I can't do it.
I choose shortcuts when I can, and that's what I choose.
What about avocado? How do you feel about avocado?
I love avocados.
Me too.
Avocado is one of the foods that I think most people could agree on because avocado actually is a fruit. Did you know that?
No.
Avocado is
well,
a
it
fruit.
has a seed.
Yeah. Avocado is a fruit, and avocado is a fruit that you don't even really need to worry about if it's organic or not organic because
of the outer shell.
At the outer shell, exactly. And anyone who does any different type of diet, whether you're vegan, you're a carnivore, you're low carb, like everyone could agree on it because it's a real food. It's high in protein, healthy fats, fiber. And it really is a superfood. It's packed with so many nutrients.
So not only are you helping people with now you are trying to train, or you are training to be a personal trainer.
Yes. So I actually worked with a company called NASM, and I am in the middle of becoming a certified personal trainer. It's not something that I'd want to do in the future with coaching people in person.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to put out like a guide or two on, beginners workouts and something like that.
What's your favorite workout?
See, when it comes to cardio, I love cycling.
I like
cycling classes, but the music has to be good.
Very good.
It's very important.
That is the most important. If you're going to like a shit class and the music is terrible, I can't do it.
No. And then when it comes to strength training, which I think everyone, men and women, all should be strength training.
Agreed.
And it could be body weight, it could be Pilates, but you need to go hard. I've like fallen in love with full body boot camp classes, which is very intense. But I've been getting stronger and seeing differences and feeling great.
Yeah, I love that. Do you think it's a myth? The more cardio that you do, the more weight you'll lose?
Do I think it's a myth? Yes, because you burn calories when you're doing cardio, but what a lot of people don't realize is that when you're strength training, your muscles are repairing afterwards, and that burns even more calories.
Yeah.
So if you're doing an hour of cardio versus an hour of strength training, let's say you burn 200 calories in the cardio session, and you're let's just go off of Apple Watch data, and you burn 150 calories in strength training, your body stops burning more calories right after the cardio, but after strength, your body's trying to recover and it's burning more after that, which is why building muscle is so important for men and women, especially as you age, because there is nothing more important than having muscle when you get older, because if you, God forbid, break a bone, or you're just going to get weaker and you're going to naturally lose muscle. So you need to work against that and build more on top of that.
You are very knowledgeable. You're impressing me over here.
So
I don't know.
happy.
I might have to change some things that I'm doing.
No.
All right. So we're going to transition right now and we're going to do a wellness verdict. Okay. I'm going to read a few common beliefs in the health world and you're going to give your verdict. It's either truth, myth, or a little bit of both.
I can't wait.
Tell us why.
Never done this before.
Carbs are the enemy. Truth, myth, or tell me a little bit of both.
I would say a little bit of both, because I think that carbs are very important for anyone's diet. I think if you work out, you need carbs for fuel, but I do think it's completely and super easy to go overboard with it.
I think if you're Jewish, you can't eat carbs. No, I'm going to cut that. We'll cut that one out. We'll cut that
I don't
out.
care.
No, I'm serious. This is how I grew up, though. That's why I said it. You have to work out every day to see results.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not true at all.
I agreed. Counting calories is the key to long-term success.
I would say it's sort of in the middle, but a little bit more towards a myth, because I think counting calories is amazing for awareness. And this is what I used to tell my clients as well when they first started working with me. For the first month, I want you to just be aware of what you're eating and what you're drinking, because they might think they're putting 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in a smoothie or on a yogurt bowl, but they're putting 4 tablespoons.
Yeah.
So it's all about awareness.
Great.
Counting calories is good for that, but then afterwards, I don't think it's necessary. I haven't counted one in a very long time.
Agreed. Mental health matters more than physical health.
I would say, again, sort of in the middle. I think it's a person by person basis. Like you could have I think that you could have the best body in the world, but if your mental health isn't good, like, and you don't want to leave the house, it could be very bad and sad, but then it could also be the other way where like you have amazing mental health and you're so confident, but you're very overweight, and those people could be happy, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think it goes hand in hand. You know, like if you feel good, then you look good, and then
I agree.
You know, that it renders better results.
But I do think that in like when you're getting in better physical shape, your mental health will improve, because you're doing hard things, you're challenging and pushing yourself, and that they do go hand in hand.
Yeah, and then your confidence gets better, and then you just feel better. Agreed.
Correct.
Supplements are overrated.
I would say
like turmeric.
That I think is a little overrated. Like I was telling you before, the colostrum, or there's just some supplements.
Wait, colostrum, when you're saying this is like colostrum is what babies get, right?
Yeah.
This is a thing now.
Oh, it's a big thing. And I did not believe it at first. And I bought it from an Instagram ad, and I love it. And they have flavors. I put it in water with electrolytes, and it's just great.
Colostrum from where?
It's from cows, grass-fed cows.
Interesting.
In the US.
It'll make me younger though?
It's amazing for your skin, your gut, your bloating, and like it's basically like a collagen swap, but I do still recommend collagen because some people get freaked out by colostrum.
It's a little freaky. Like when you kept saying it, I was like, no.
Like, what do you think about raw milk? Do you know about the raw milk?
I'm not, and I don't like milk. Like I'm not a milk drinker at all.
So it like is something that a lot of my health friends are obsessed with, but it freaks me out. Like knowing
raw
that you're
milk?
getting milk straight from the cows, like literally straight from the cows, putting it in the mug and drinking it. Like I can't do that.
No, I can't do that. Yeah. No. You can heal your relationship with food without therapy.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if you understand it, I think it also depends on how you're raised. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean? Like I was raised carbs are the devil.
Yeah.
You never do that. NutraSweet only.
I can't believe the NutraSweet. I haven't heard that word in years.
Yeah, it was so NutraSweet in everything. And no pasta, no like nothing.
Yeah.
Never.
I
No.
think it depends
Red
on how
sauce,
deep you
absolutely
are.
not.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause sugar, too much sugar.
So what do you do?
We didn't have that.
Just plain?
It was disgusting. My mom didn't even marinate. She's going to kill me for saying it. But she wouldn't even marinate the stupid chicken. The chicken, she would just throw.
It was like dry and nothing.
It was so gross. It was so gross. I think that's where my relationship with food, like that's why I'm just not, I eat the same thing every single day because of the torment as a kid.
That's another thing about weight loss that I want to touch on quickly. People are always like, your meals are so repetitive. I love the, building my meals the same way. Say I'm making a salad or a yogurt bowl. I have a yogurt bowl pretty much 6 out of every 7 days a week for breakfast. But what I will say is I could switch up the flavor of the protein powder I'm using. I switch up the fruit I'm using. There's so many little things, the vegetable you're having
different
at dinner.
Variations.
Like it's just the same formula. And that's what works for me.
I agree. And I mean, I'm fine eating the same thing every day. I literally eat hummus, salmon, I eat the same thing every day. But I'm fine with that.
You know what's sad? I don't like fish.
No.
I only eat shrimp.
I love fish.
Sushi?
Not the rice. Like I grew up with no white rice, so I won't eat. I'm telling you,
you're terrified.
I love my mom. She's my best friend. But all of this stuff, like you will never ever. And like my best friend sitting here, you'll never see me eat pasta.
While you're here, you should go to Bondi Sushi. They do sushi with cauliflower rice.
Oh.
Next time you're in New York.
We'll have to do that one. Okay. All right. Last one. A morning routine can change your life.
I agree.
I think,
too. Like, for example, and this isn't my whole routine, obviously, but the night before, lay out my clothes. If I know I have an early workout, laying out my clothes makes it 10 times easier to get up.
Yeah.
10 times easier. I also will say tongue scraping. Do you know what tongue scraping is?
No.
With like the metal.
When you're like for your breath?
Oh my God. You don't understand. It's disgusting, but the stuff that comes off your tongue in the morning,
yes.
It's like a metal tongue scraper and you just do it a few times and it is like the best. It gets rid of all the gross bacteria that's on your tongue while you're sleeping. And it's like mouthwash for your tongue and you don't understand it until you try it. And now I will never, if I go back to my family's home on Long Island without it, I like could cry. I'm like, I wake up and I feel like my breath smells so bad and
I'm glad you're aware of that because some people are not aware, especially those close talkers when they talk and you're like, whoa.
Oh yeah, or the people. And that's another thing. So many people would like, when I do workouts, like I'm very conscious because like I use natural deodorant and like, I know people who don't do deodorant and I'm like, no, you can't not do deodorant. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside or 100, put deodorant on. And I get very scared that I smell. But I always I'm always very sure I like do it a lot. But like, there's some people who just aren't aware. And that's
I don't know how, because let's be honest, can't you smell yourself?
Yes, that's what I always do.
I can definitely smell myself. If I have a workout and I can smell it. And I can definitely taste if I have bad breath. I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what anybody else is doing. I don't get it. I don't understand. All right, now we're going to flip from health to hustle. Are you ready?
All right.
All right, you've turned your passion for wellness into a thriving personal brand. That's what you're doing right now, which is amazing. What's one business decision that scared you but completely changed your career?
I'd say quitting my stable full-time job that I loved. I worked in marketing at American Express. I loved it so much. And I had an amazing manager, amazing team, but there became a point when I had to choose. I pretty much had to choose with myself. And I realized that this opportunity that I'm pursuing right now is a once in a lifetime thing, but getting a corporate job, if I ever needed it, hopefully I never do, will be there for me. And you never know unless you try.
No, I like that. You took a leap of faith and look how well you're doing. You have these brand deals right now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, you don't want to say yes to anything for money. It's very important that I align myself with brands and products that I truly love, use, eat, drink, whatever the case is, and that I love the ingredients of and that make me feel good. If there was something that, even if the ingredients were perfect, but it doesn't make me feel good or something, I'm not gonna choose to promote it.
I really like I want to highlight that really quick. A lot of people do things for money.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people. And one thing I can tell you is if you are motivated by money, it doesn't work.
No.
Like you have to be authentic to what you believe in, because if you don't stand for something, then you stand for
Yeah.
nothing.
And that's what I say. Even if you work a corporate job, life is too short to do something that you hate every single day.
Agreed.
It really is.
But I like how you maintain your authenticity. Like if we were talking about it prior, like you just don't feel comfortable doing something at a specific store. I love it.
Oh, yeah. It is the most important thing to me because I have followers who I've never met, and they could even be silent followers who never like or comment, but then they see me in the street, or they're just like, thank you so much for like changing my life, giving me healthier alternatives to X, Y, and Z. And they're the ones who comment. Like yesterday when I got feedback from the news segment, people were like, I cannot believe like this is you. I followed you and you have 4,000 followers. And I'm like, it's so crazy.
I mean, I love that. I love that you just maintain your authenticity.
Yeah.
How do you keep your brand authentic when everyone's chasing aesthetics over impact?
I honestly could still answer that in a little different way. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are influencers and content creators, and some of them I look up to and I love what they're doing and the style of their videos and their like personal brand. And then there's others who I'm like, I could see how this is going, and I definitely don't want to do that. I don't like to compare myself to others, and I definitely don't compare like followers counts because everyone's engagement with their audience is so different. And I like to think that mine is very strong because I'm a lot more personal. I show more of my personal life than other people. But I mean, again, authenticity really is everything.
Yeah.
And without that, people could see it. They
can smell it right away. I love that. I think it's okay to like, if somebody has something different that looks good, it just might not be good for you.
Yeah.
And that's
the other
fine
thing.
too. And that's okay. Their thing can look good, but why try something that is just not authentically you? All right. If a new coach came to you afraid to start because the market feels too saturated, what would you tell them?
I would say that the market was saturated when I first was starting too. There's room for anyone, and everyone brings different things to the table. You never want to copy or mimic exactly what someone else is doing in any field, whether it's health or not. And it's very important to be true to yourself because people will gravitate towards you. And also, like with social media, it's Gary Vee said this, it's a free lottery ticket. Like you could post as much as you want, and don't listen to the Instagram growth people who are like, if you post 10 times a day, it's going to ruin your reach or something. Like you never know what's going to hit with the algorithm and, make you take off or anything. I've had a few videos that have done excellent, and they're things that other people have told me like it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as I'm on this journey for social media, I started a little later, but I would agree. You don't know what's going to resonate with like a specific niche of people. You have no idea.
No idea.
We're so different, and this is such a time. And honestly, I think now more than ever, people are so conscious and aware of what they're eating and vanity that this, I would say, is an optimal time to get in this business. And you need real people that can really do it. I hate these fake influencers or people that are like, do this, do that, but they've never done it.
I know. Or, I mean, and this isn't their fault, but there's a lot of health coaches out there who have luckily had 6-pack abs their whole life, and like that's amazing for them, but like talking about weight loss and say that it's easy, it's hard to
it's a hard journey.
Believe someone like that.
It's a lifestyle. Would you agree? It's a lifestyle.
Yes, or someone who genetically is blessed with perfect skin, and like they're like, here's how to clear your skin. It's like,
you're like, that's not how it works. I love when people are like when I see like some of my girlfriends, especially when we were younger, they were so skinny. I'm like, this is not, it's not real. Me. Yeah, it wasn't me either. No. It's not realistic. It's something I work at every single day. It's part of my life.
Yeah.
It's changing. All right. So, okay, time for a boss round. I'm going to do some quick fire for you. Ready? All right. One wellness trend that actually works.
Colostrum. Colostrum, right, I love it. I'm telling you.
If it's going to make me younger, I'll try it.
I think you should try it.
Anything for beauty.
Get it at Target.
Okay, fine. I'll try. One thing that drives you crazy about wellness.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Don't say GLP either.
No, not at all. That actually doesn't, because I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who are very overweight, and it's helped them
just need a jump start
much. But what I will say about the GLP-1s is, and I have a range of different people in different parts of my life who have been on it or are still on it. Like, you need to truly, it's not a free pass. Like, you need to learn how to eat as well.
Yeah.
Because once you get off of it, I've seen at least 5 people who I'm very close to start slowly gaining weight back. You need to, I think it's amazing for those people, but for people who just want to lose the last 5 pounds, I don't think it's I don't think it's really applicable for them. And then you hear about the microdosing and all this stuff now. But when it comes to, what was the main question?
A trend that drives you crazy.
A trend that drives me crazy.
Maybe
I think just the people who are just chasing clout online and overall, especially in the health world, where people want other people to fall for anything and they like fall for scams. But, I think when a coach tells you like, this is the exact meal plan you need to eat, like so structured with zero flexibility, something that I preach. And like when I coach clients, I'm not coaching currently right now. I'm focusing solely on social media, but I will say, something that drives me crazy is when I see other health coaches being like, I'll give you a step-by-step meal plan for 6 weeks. I'm like, then what happens after the 6 weeks?
Yeah, and then they'll give you the maintenance plan.
But then they sell you it again.
Which is, it's all a gimmick.
Yeah.
I agree.
They don't teach you how to build your own meals.
What would be like one dream collab or like supplement or food that you're like, that's on your bucket list of people you want to collab with?
So I actually am flying to Dallas tomorrow. By the time this episode comes out, it'll be out. Hopefully, I'm doing a cookie collab with one of my favorite companies because I'm about clean ingredients and portions. And when people think of cookies, they think that is going to make me obese. I'm not eating that. But this is a cookie made of all real ingredients. It's called Sweet Addison's, and it's sweetened with coconut sugar. It is as simple as it gets when it comes to ingredients. And I love the founder and her health journey and her story. She's gluten-free, all this stuff. So I really want to start getting more into like collabs with brands. When it comes to something like that, I'd love to like collab on a protein bar or powder flavor because
I think you can come up with your own brand. You should.
I know. It's just not on the table right now. I have way too much going on.
Maybe we can collab. We'll do like brands for 40-year-old women.
Oh my God. Stop.
How to make them younger.
Most of my audience is women in their 40s.
Not
30s,
women,
40s.
not my age though. I'm like in my 20s. I just want to be clear about that.
Yes, you're younger than me.
Yeah. I just wanted to be clear about that. So we're all on the same page. It's been so much fun, like literally so much fun. I've even learned a lot just sitting here with you. If you could give one piece of advice to maybe somebody that's like wants to begin their fitness journey or somebody that's in like a rut right now, what would you say?
What I would say is it takes one workout or one meal to get back on track. And on top of that, find stuff that you love. If you see someone with your dream body or your dream physique, that doesn't mean that you have to eat and drink and act and exercise the exact same way as that person. And everyone's journey is different. You never know what goes on behind the scenes for anyone. And just remember that social media is a highlight reel, and you just need to focus on improving 1% every single day when it comes to everything in life. And one more thing, what not related to health, well, I guess mental health, like life is too short to be stuck in a job that you absolutely hate. And I love my job, but I'm just saying in general, life is too short to be clocking in for 9 to 5 or, 8 to 7 p.m. every single day in a job that you dread because life is just too short.
I agree. My grandma used to say, this ain't no dress rehearsal. You got one shot at this life. You better live it big.
I completely agree. And it's something that I used to be such a shy kid, which believe it or not, like a lot of people don't think that because now I could like talk for hours, but I used to be so shy. I used to sweat profusely and extremely in public or whenever I had to speak in a classroom. And it's like, that's using social media for good. And that's changed me like completely.
I love that. You're so cute. And it's so inspiring. But I think everybody can tell today that your journey is not just about getting those good abs, but it's really about a lifestyle change. That's really what it comes down to. And health encompasses mind, body, and soul. So for the audience that's out there, I challenge you to take on one healthy habit. Go ahead and DM me when you start seeing results, even just if you want me to be a part of your journey. I love it. I'll shout you out on the BILF pod, but it's all about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I think you exhibit all of that. You're a real, do you know what a BILF is? I didn't even ask you.
Boss I'd like to follow.
Yeah, you're a boss I'd like to follow. I found out.
I did my research.
Oh God, thank God. People say some crazy
You're
things.
a BILF too.
Oh, how about MILF?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my God. It's been so much fun, Hunter. I want to see where you're going. I'll try the colostrum. I'll try it.
Oh my God. I wish I brought them for you.
I'll try. Let's do baby steps.
Okay. Do you make smoothies?
Yeah.
Or yogurt? You could just put it in. You're never even going to know what's in there. I'm telling you.
We'll try it.
I love it.
One step at a time, a little colostrum.
Yeah.
All right. We'll keep up with each other.
Great. Well, thank you for having me. It's been amazing.
You did amazing.
Thank you.
Hunter, if people want to look you up, they want to get in contact with you, where would they find you?
Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Health with Hunter. On Facebook, it's Health with Hunter, and you can find me there.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to find you there.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.